opener on the road against Louisville. Nicholas, you get into it yourself.
So preseason's finally wrapped. You guys are heading into week 1 of the regular season. Just what's the kind of general feeling and just how's the team feel heading into the first week?
Yeah, good. I think it's been a long preseason, but the group seems eager and just ready to finally have a meaningful game. I think that's always it comes around quick, but they seem ready to go and, sort of give us an idea of what our foundation is going to be and where we are with things and what we have to do to evolve. So I think overall it's been a pretty good preseason camp, but we're like anything else, we're not where we want to be, and that's not the point of it. It's just to give us a base. But the group's attitude is great, mentality is great, but that's no surprise.
And then I know you're a big performance over results person. Outside of 3 points, what does measuring success in week 1 look like in terms of where the team's at this early in the season?
We're definitely not going to base it on a result, that's for sure, to see where we're at. We're not expecting it to be anywhere near where it should be in 2 weeks, 5 weeks, 3 months. Like it's going to take a while to get the rust off. It's one thing about playing a couple of boys teams and try different things. But I think at the end of the day, the consistency at which we do it, the speed, the adjustments, the new teams in terms of how they're going to play, getting adjusted to that, going to the first game with no real idea of how anyone's playing, it sort of makes for a little bit of a surprise. But for us, it's just, like I said, it's a foundational piece to see what we have to do to work on and get players playing together. All of our players played together 1 game all preseason because of the international break. So, but we're not the only one dealing with that. So for us, again, 3 points are great, but if we can put on a good performance and play our style and brand of football, then at least we know we have something to build off of.
Rowie via Zoom, please take it away.
Hi, Sean. Thanks for your time here. I was just interested because you mentioned the identity and playing your style of football. Like how much have you seen that change based on what you see in camp? Like how similar or different do you see this iteration of the Courage being from last year and years past?
Well, I think we have different personnel, right? We have a couple of new pieces, and in Jay and Hannah. For the most part, Brooklyn, still getting comfortable in our style and adjusting from college level. But I think if we can get on the same page and we try and we do the things that we've been working on and talking about, I think it could be really exciting. I think it's just going to take time. Like people always are talking about, well, I can't wait to see Jay and Ash play. But we have Manaka, we have Shinomi, we have Riley, we have our returning players. So footballers will gravitate to footballers and their movements, but it's understanding each other and the timing and little things that we want to layer into this year compared to maybe what we did this year, be a little bit more threatening in certain areas. But from where we started the beginning of preseason to where we are now, it's night and day. But where we want to be in a couple of months, it shouldn't even be close. So, I'm just looking forward to getting them on the same field and trying to do things and exploring different ideas and seeing what works best for us, what relationships work best. But our brand of football is most valuable, and we can lose games and we can win games, but one thing we can't lose is our style, and that's what we'll continue to build off of.
And as far as those areas on the pitch where you're looking to do more, where are those spots? Where are those spots that you think that you guys might have done well on versus spots where you're looking to improve? Is it inside the box? Is it a little further out? Where are those main spots that you're looking to improve?
In all phases of the game, really. But I would probably say we want to be a little bit more dynamic and threatening in the final third piece. The rotations we want to work on and the spaces we want to occupy. But it's hard to say because each game will be different based on what the opposition is giving us. We have no idea in the first week because there's no game film. So going into the first week, it's sort of adjust by the minute, really. But once we start getting an idea of how teams want to play, then we can sort of focus on ourselves a little bit. But like any team, you want to be more threatening. You want to put yourself in better scoring opportunities. You want to make the most of your scoring opportunities. We defensively, we're usually quite good. But we, mentally, we have to be sharper in all phases of the game across the board in terms of staying locked in for 90 minutes and not conceding soft goals, being probably better, a little bit stronger and more dynamic in the transitional phase of the game, more so from attacking to defending, because that's where teams tend to hurt us. But yeah, it's a process in the making. But I think like any team, you want to score goals, and that's an area that we have to look to be a little bit more dynamic. What spaces and stuff like that, I'm not going to tell you, but that would be me basically giving into the season. But there are spaces that we do want to be better at, and hopefully we can over the course of time.
Appreciate that. Lots of insight there. One more question before I wrap. Just how much does it mean to have Caitlin back in the fold as a coach after all of her time playing?
Yeah, I think it means everything. I think anytime, again, this was her, when she was going back and forth with the decision on whether or not to retire or get into coaching, she and I had spoken. We're close, and she talked to a bunch of people. And I think it was just, she wanted to be close. She wanted to be home, and she considers this home. And I think any time, you look at the 2 times Caitlin left. The first time she was traded unexpectedly. The second time we brought her back because we never wanted her to leave, just like we didn't want the others to leave, and we worked to bring them all back. And then this last time on the draft, it was her choice because she wanted to be closer to home this last bit of her career, and it didn't work out for her, or she finally made the decision that it wasn't for her anymore, and this is where she wanted to be. So as soon as we found out, we had to do some maneuvering to make it happen, because it was sort of late in the process and on our side. But there was no doubt that we wanted to bring her back and help her get started on her coaching journey, and she's been a great addition, not only for us as a staff, but the players. The toughest part is now she's a coach, and those relationships are a little bit different now than maybe it was with the locker room. So that's been a tough transition. But Caitlin's an exceptional person, and I only want to be around exceptional people. I don't want to be around anything less. And it was a no-brainer for us as soon as she made the decision that this is what she wanted to do. So we're thrilled to have her back.
Awesome. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks.